Menu narration option is set to off.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stewart. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Spins by. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. And out come the Dolphins now. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3-and-out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3-and-out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3-and-out. I went 3-and-out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A look now at the Miami offense.
And they come off a tough loss last week, and what's their reward? A second straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league office saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one, that's a difficult task.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. Minor. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Now the starting lineup here defensively for Pittsburgh. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Minor. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Chambers. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. On first down, Dyer. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2nd and 5. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Stewart. From the gun, he'll throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steelers defense, we watch them get set to go. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that. Totally missed it.
2nd and 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carter. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Stewart to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So they wind up throwing it against your advice, but the result's still a 4th down.
Well, it did turn out to be a safe throw, and you know how sometimes coaches talk about using short passing game as a run? Essentially, that's what they did there. Now they can kick it away.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Minor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. This game number 7 of the year for each of these two teams, and much of the NFL now at the halfway point of the year. I want to remind you, though, that Week 9 kicks off this Thursday night here on EA Sports. Halloween night, as a matter of fact. Charles will be dressed as a velociraptor, and me, because I'm a fun sponge, I'll just be dressed up as a play-by-play guy in a suit as we together bring you the 49ers and the Cardinals from State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Stewart. That one complete to Bettis. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at it, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Switch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run on 1st down. Minor And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll run on the draw. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. They'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Stewart now, looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ward. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Oh, here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stewart. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Stewart operating from the gun. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, nice move. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
Let's go.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. On first down, Minor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter.
Oh, yeah!
Complete to number 88. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf. Push him back. Push him back. There we go.
They'll run on first down. Minor. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, Minor. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taken in at the 22. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw is Stewart on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw. Stewart. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Back to throw. Stewart. This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He only has a single solo carry, 1. Numero uno, second quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. Rashad Penny, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Brandon Whedon, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just 1 game coming in. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were losers in their ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Redskins. 22-3 was your final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Looking to throw. Stewart got his man complete over the middle. That's Ward. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Stewart to throw on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stewart. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Now he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Now Stewart from the gun. He'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looking to throw. Stewart. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a give running left. It's Bettis. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here we go. Get the flag. 54. Watch the run.
Stewart now. Looking to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Back to throw. Stewart. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. On the return, Carter. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now they'll run on the draw. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throw right side complete to Carter. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Stewart to throw on third down. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Here comes Carter. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Come on,
so that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
That one good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Bettis.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
52 is the mic right here. 52 is the mic. 2 yards on the pickup.
To throw is Stewart. To throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try a toss here to Bettis. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stewart. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Stewart, operating from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it's 21-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Steelers set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. And
they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Stewart looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Stewart now. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held them down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Go. 70, Indy.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll set up a throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
On the ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Stewart. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you... And he will score! Touchdown, Miami! Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. A toss running left. Minor. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Stewart on 3rd and 2. Wide open receiver complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw is Stewart. To throw on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stewart. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. And to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Stewart operating from the gun. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Stewart From the gun, he'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The throw over the middle taken in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. All day. And ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So now the Steelers down by 1. 90 seconds remaining. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's back to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. He'll look to throw.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ward. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Let's go, deep tight.
On first down, Minor. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Minor, and he gets it down to the 32. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time.